The Barasingha, also called swamp deer, is a deer species distributed in the Indian subcontinent. Populations in northern and central India are fragmented, and two isolated populations occur in southwestern Nepal. It is extinct in Pakistan and in Bangladesh. The specific name commemorates the French naturalist Alfred de Vaisselle. The swamp deer differs from all the Indian deer species in that the antlers carry more than 3 tines. Because of this distinctive character it is designated Barasingha, meaning 12-tined. Mature stags have 10 to 14 tines, and some have been known to have up to 20. In Assamese, Barasingha is called Dol Harina. Dol meaning swamp. In central India, it is called Goinjak or Gaini. Characteristics: the Barasingha is a large deer with a shoulder height of 44 to 46 in and a head-to-body length of nearly 6 feet. Its hair is rather woolly and yellowish-brown above but paler below, with white spots along the spine. The throat, belly, inside of the thighs and beneath the tail is white. In summer the coat becomes bright rufous brown. The neck is maned. Females are paler than males. Young are spotted. Average antlers measure 30 inches round the curve with a girth of 5 in at mid-beam. A record antler measured 104.1 centimeters round the curve. Stags weigh 170 to 280 kilograms. Females are less heavy, weighing about 130 to 145 kilograms. Large stags have weighed from 460 to 570 pounds. Distribution and habitat. In the 19th century, swamp deer ranged along the base of the Himalayas from Upper Assam to the west of the Yuma River, throughout Assam, in a few places in the Indo-Gangetic Plain from the eastern Sundarbans to Upper Sindh, and locally throughout the area between the Ganges and Godavari as far east as Mandla. Swamp deer was also common in parts of the upper Narbada Valley and to the south in Bastar. They frequent flat or undulating grasslands and generally keep in the outskirts of forests. Sometimes, they are also found in open forest. In the 1960s, the total population was estimated at 1,600 to less than 2,150 individuals in India and about 1,600 in Nepal. Today, the distribution is much reduced and fragmented due to major losses in the 1930s–1960s following unregulated hunting and conversion of large tracts of grassland to cropland. Swamp deer occur in the Kanha National Park of Madhya Pradesh, in 2 localities in Assam, and in only 6 localities in Uttar Pradesh. They are regionally extinct in West Bengal. They are also probably extinct in Arunachal Pradesh. A few survive in Assam's Kaziranga and Manas national parks. Distribution of subspecies equals, 3 subspecies are currently recognized. Western swamp deer D. duvorsalia euro has splayed hooves and is adapted to the flooded tall grassland habitat in the Indo-Gangetic Plain. In the early 1990s, populations in India were estimated at 1,500 euro 2,000 individuals, and 1,500 euro 1,900 individuals in the Cyclophanta Wildlife Reserve of Nepal. Latter population reached 2,170 individuals including 385 fawns in spring 2013. Southern swamp deer D. brandaria euro has hard hooves and is adapted to hard ground and open sal forest with a grass understory. Survives only in the Kanha National Park, where the population numbered about 500 individuals in 1988. 300 euro 350 individuals were estimated at the turn of the century. Eastern swamp deer D. ranjitsina euro is only found in Assam, where the population numbered about 700 individuals in 1978. 400 euro 500 individuals were estimated in Kaziranga National Park at the turn of the century. Ecology and behaviour. Swamp deer are mainly grazers. They largely feed on grasses and aquatic plants, foremost on Saccharum, Imperata cylindrica, Naringa porphyrocoma, Phragmites carca, Oryza rufipogon, Hygroryza and Hydrilla. They feed throughout the day with peaks during the mornings and late afternoons to evenings. In winter and monsoon, they drink water twice, and thrice or more in summer. In the hot season, they rest in the shade of trees during the day. In central India, The herds comprise on average about 8–20 individuals, with large herds of up to 60. There are twice as many females than males. During the rut they form large herds of adults. The breeding season lasts from September to April, and births occur after a gestation of 240–250 days in August to November. The peak is in September and October in Kanha National Park. They give birth to single calves. When alarmed, they give out shrill, baying alarm calls. Captive specimens live up to 23 years. Threats. Swamp deer lost most of its ancestral range because wetlands were converted and used for agriculture so that their habitat was reduced to small and isolated fragments. The remaining habitat in protected areas is threatened by the change in river dynamics, reduced water flow during summer, increasing siltation, and further degraded by local people who cut grass, timber and fillwood. The swamp deer populations outside protected areas and seasonally migrating populations are threatened by poaching for antlers and meat, which are sold in local markets. George Schaller wrote, "Most of these remnants have or soon will have reached the point of no return." Conservation, Reservas Darvaslii is listed on Site's Appendix I. In India, it is included under Schedule I of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. And captivity equals. In 1992, there were about 50 individuals in 5 Indian zoos and 300 in various zoos in North America and Europe. Swamp deer were introduced to Texas. Sport hunters for whom bagging a stag with huge antlers with as many points as possible is a novelty, pay about $4,000 as trophy fees for hunting a swamp deer. In culture, Rudyard Kipling in the second Jungle Book featured a Barasingha in the chapter The Miracle of Puranpurgat by the name of Barasingh. It befriends Puranpurgat because the man rubs the stag's velvet off his horns. Puranpurgat then gives the Barasingha nights in the shrine at which he is staying, with his warm fire, along with a few fresh chestnuts every now and then. Later as pay, the stag warns Puranpurgat and his town about how the mountain on which they live is crumbling. Barasingha is the state animal of the Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. References. Further reading, M. Acharya, M. Barad, S. Balani, P. Biljai, M. Pankal, V. Shrimali, W. Solanki, D. M. Thummer. Kanha Chronicle. Center for Environment Education, Ahmedabad in collaboration with the United States National Park Service. External links, Animal Info, Barasingha, World Association of Zoos and Aquariums, Barasingha Euroservice.vaslii.